Well, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Pat Bernard, aka the Gobbler, alongside my main man himself, Mitch. A win, a win. They won up in the Garden. I mean, granted, the Knicks didn't have their best punt, their best players, some of their best players, but neither did we. And I'm still can't believe I'm saying a win. Oh, a win. Mitch, take it away. What did you see? How did it come about? I'm still in shock. And here now they are in the sixth seed.
Yep. Kelly Oubre, Buddy Hield, and Paul Reed. Those are your big three for tonight. Kelly Oubre coming up big. Paul Reed hitting clutch 3-pointers after threes. Paul Reed's becoming a stretch big. I love it. I love it. He's
Yeah.
becoming a stretch big. And then Buddy Hield, he caught fire in the second half. It's what we needed. We needed him off the bench to score buckets, and that's what he did. So, ain't that little
Uh,
scrap there.
yeah. Oh man, that was first of all. You're right. B-ball Paul played phenomenal. Played phenomenal. Again, scoring transition. Who thought he had a little bit of a 3-point game? He looked better than all the Knicks from the perimeter, that's for sure. I mean, talking about inconsistencies, yeesh. They looked really, like I said, Beeble Paul very good, and the way that Kelly Oubre just cut to the basket tonight and just finding guys open in transition and all those other things, and just really kind of took over the game. If I know they've been through some highs and lows, these last three games, and one thing you could take away is Kelly Oubre being dominant, whether he was coming off the bench, whether he's starting. And he's been really a bright spot since, um, since that Mavericks game. Again, wait for someone to step up. He's
Looks like we lost
come
Pat.
okay. Gosh,
Oh, there you go.
yes, yeah. We both just went through a portal. No, we mentioned that man Tobias Harris, and that's what happens. So no, he looked really good. He looks, again, Kelly Oubre kind of took over the game, and listen, kind of put Thibodeau on his heels a little bit. Maybe he thought, oh, well, this could have been a day at the day at the beach, and no, the Sixers team came to fight. So I liked what I saw, and by the way, now I look at DiVincenzo. I used to look at this kid like, he brought this town, a Villanova NCAA championship. I was all happy, all about it. Fast forward in time, bub, he Kelly Oubre accidentally popped you in the head. No need to get entangled wrestling mode. Getting that little scrap. So guess what, buddy? When it's Broad Street versus Broadway, you're on that side of the fence. You are now an enemy. And I've had to bite my teeth saying that because you're a Villanova forever alum. But yeah, that kind of brought you down a little bit. Again, you can't shy away from a New York and Philly battle. But yeah, buddy, you kind of did the wrong thing there. So expect to boo birds a little bit when you come by next season. But look, before I go any further, Mitch, we've had the Sixers on a 3-game losing streak. We've had the Flyers get dropped by a touchdown yesterday. The Philadelphia Wings here lose in overtime, and this was our only bright spot of the weekend. Is your 76ers coming up in prime time against the Knicks, beating them at their house without their two best players. But look, let's get right into it. A lot of good positive coming in. Of course, first of all, our man Daniel Barry, can't skip him. He always says, yo. His cousin Steve always says, he goes, that reminds me of an old school Knicks Heat game from the 90s. Yeah, how about that? Scrapping. There was some, it was physical, it was nasty, not a high scoring, just a lot of defense, a lot of physicality. I liked it. Uh, Oddly enough, Sixers only has 6 losses with Embiid, Maxey, and Embiid, and JoJo. Yeah, how about that? I think Embiid and JoJo are the same person though. Uh, but I'll give you this, Mitch. Oddly enough, only 6 losses so far.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy where we're at with this team. I love it, man. I love that we just got this win. This game right here was better than that whole Pelicans game. That
Mm-hmm.
Pelicans game was god awful. You could see heart. You could see grit. You could see the defense shoving. They're trying to get this win, and they got it. Thank God. The defense
Yeah,
was the point of the game. It was defense.
yeah, it's true. It was all over. It's solid defense, defense, and that's what you got out of this team. But Bruce Harper, Bryce Harper's cousin from another family, checks in. He goes, Mitch, remember I said Buddy and Reed were going to play good, and that Oubre was going to be good too.
You did say that, Bruce. You did say that. You did call it. So, giving you props. You did call it.
Yeah, as my little man's in the background singing away. I don't know what he's singing about, but my man Ryan saying Patrick is all over today. When isn't he through? No, listen, dude. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Dominic. I'm, s- thanks for your sing-alongs, bud. Mitch, I felt like I needed. Oh, how do you
Yeah,
feel about this one?
I got you. I got you. If you want to take care of that, I got him. Mitch, I feel that the knee was an accident, but I feel it was good anyways as it made Nick scared. Yeah, yeah, it was a total accident, bro. I guess Steven Sensor was just like caught in the moment or something. So that's the only way he result to it is like a tackle. He brought him down. That's better than the Eagle. That's better than the entire Eagles defense right there. Let's be honest. That's better than the entire Eagles defense. So can we sign him on the Eagles squad? He could be a nice corner. Uh, uh yeah, yeah. So anything you want to take away
Yeah.
from this game?
For me, Buddy's figuring out his fits with hospital with the hospital Sixers. He knows what his role is without and with Embiid. Yeah, that like I said, if you give me, that's why everyone's like ready to cash out in the season. And I say let's pump the brakes a little bit because if he comes back in sometime in April, it's going to be a very dangerous team. It's going to be a very dangerous team.
Yeah, very, very dangerous team when everyone's back and healthy. Let's hope that the first half against Pell goes rock bottom. I think that whole game was rock bottom, bro. I think that whole game was. The fourth quarter, yes, especially we came back within 6, but let's be realistic here. If we did not, we would have got blown out. That's basically what happens. We got blown out. So, Pat, I wish I was Bryce's cousin or brother. He tells me that all the time.
Hey, listen, he probably gets that everywhere he goes, like every job application he's probably ever filled out. Probably people probably stopped him at church and all those other fun things, asking if he's related to Bryce some way, fashion, or another. Batum was very solid tonight on D. Yeah, and that's you know what, because of Steve, you bring up another solid point because no one really looks at Batum for what he was doing on defense. Again, when he's on the floor, he's a liability, and that's what we need guys to rely on. Joey Woods from the Steel Steps podcast. He says, "Was this the one lowest scoring game this season in the NBA?" Yes.
It was the lowest scoring. It was the lowest. I love it, man. I loved it. It brought back 2000s when I started watching basketball.
Jeez, Mitch, way to make me feel old when you start watching basketballs in 2000. I was just getting hair on my. Never mind. Uh,
I was born in 94.
gosh, I feel old. I still think I still think 324 for JoJo. Oh, he thinks he's coming back. What, like in couple weeks?
March
I like it,
24th.
Steve.
Hey, as long as he can come back, keep us afloat, I'm fine.
Mitch, that's fine. As Oubre could be on the Eagles. Tough one. Tough. You're right.
Yeah, I'm talking about defense. Yeah, this was
But
the
Mitch,
low. Yeah,
You mentioned it, Larry. We talked a little bit about Kelly Oubre and the way he was doing things on the floor. Let's talk about Buddy Hield and the way he was just shooting the lights out from the perimeter. I mean, just unloading. Looked very, very solid.
so Buddy Hield, let me ask you this. Why was Buddy Hield benched before Tobias Harris? Buddy Hield coming off the bench for that scoring punch, especially in the second half. I loved it, man. Nick Nurse rolled the dice with Buddy Hield. Now do the same thing with Tobias. Do the same thing with Tobias. That will wake him up. But hey,
You
Buddy
you
Hield
might be
stepped up.
maybe that's the wake up call he needs. But for some reason, man, it just that contract. It must say on that contract never to bench me. I don't know. It must say in his contract, like, give me a lot of money and never to bench me. Like, I'm telling you, it's just a miracle. Um, like I've seen him like just over. I'm like, I just say to myself, what are we doing? What are we doing? This was the lowest scoring game in the NBA history since 2016. Past some of my coworkers at Best Buy call me Bryce, but they're kidding with me. Just know it's funny too. Yeah, I know. I mean, listen, I get my last name. People call me a dog, so I mean, hey, you're Bernard. You're related to a dog, but now I try to say no. I'm related to Sean Bernard. We're separated by mailmen. Uh, that's all different story. But anyway, yeah, he looked really really solid there. There's not much more you can say about people. What's it called? He did look like he got a little bit of a knee injury though, colliding with Brunson a little bit, but he healed. That part scared me because he was limping around for a little bit. I was like, oh no, like if this team couldn't get stacked up with the injury bug, I don't know what else can.
Right.
Uh, Richie MC says this was a great game. I found my mushrooms. Oh boy, here we go. The funny thing is. Mitch, prior going on air, Richie, my man just walloped down like 8 brownies. So I mean, listen, those are some New York brownies apparently.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're back to this. Guys, put your 2 weeks in. You're done. Uh,
We're back at it.
yes, yes. Uh, healed. Just bumped his knee. It was yeah, he's good. Yeah, that's like I said when I saw him limping. That scared me. I was like, just what we needed. And it's weird. Did you see much of Ricky Cancel? Because I couldn't swear I didn't see him anywhere.
He didn't. He didn't play. I don't even think. Did Jeff Dallin play? I don't
No,
think
I
he
didn't.
played either.
I think both these guys were in the doghouse. Um,
Uh,
it was pretty bad. Knicks are going to destroy the Sixers on Tuesday. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think Nick Nurse had something for Thibodeau. I mean, if it would have happened, it would have happened by now. Oh boy. And I think yes, I think Richie had some of your magical brownies because after this, bring back the Turkish sniper. Yes, yes. I think he had more brownies than you. Uh, but yeah, like I said, it was a good effort team win. Again, Buddy Hield just going off from the perimeter. What do you have? 3 to 4 from the perimeter. Looked really, 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 really solid. The way that, like I said, this way the team was cutting, and the moral of the story was um, just how bad was the Knicks though from the perimeter. I think they lost to Orlando too on it was yesterday or
no,
Friday.
I thought they won. Oh,
No, they lost. So
shoot! I thought they won. My bad.
yeah,
Yeah, the
so
the Knicks were 9 for 40 from three.
yeah, so listen, I get it. They're missing some players, but they're supposed to be a lot better than this. And it's without what you call it, on their side. Um, yeah, it's kind of bad. Well, all right, Richie's already coming out with an A.
No, he's
I can't say.
he's
Oh, I
imitating
got
me.
you. Oh, okay. Mitch, yes. He might not be wrong on that though. If you know this Mitch, you might not be wrong on that. Here goes another thing. Yeah, Nits over the Cavs, with the Wizards over the Heat, and Pacers over the Magic. Yeah, that's a strange Sunday apparently, a strange weekend in basketball. So yeah, like I said, you had that going on, and Billy said, B-ball Paul though spoke volumes today, and again we kind of touched on it a little bit. The way he scored in transition, the way he was just unloaded from the perimeter, the way he was in the paint. Again producing, and this is what you needed, Mitch. This is what kind of win you needed from this team. Guys to step up when this team was as low as other than Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, so Paul Reed had a great game. It's exactly what we needed him to do. 13 points, 7 boards, 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, which is like that's just 2 for 2 from 3 is insane because when you had Tobias Harris or Tobias, there we go. I'm bringing that name back. Oh,
Yes.
0 for 4. Mo Bamba 0 for 2 from 3. Campaign 1 for 6. And Lowry 2 for 5. And Kelly Oubre 0 from 3 from 3. So we didn't shoot well from 3 at all, but thank God for Paul Reed making 2 clutch threes. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He had two clutch threes. Again, Paul Reed. Again, he's a better fit coming off the bench. You could have that stiff Mo Bamba in there for a little bit, but when he's again pairing benches versus benches, this is the Sixers starting to wear down people like this. Again, 13 points, 7 rebounds. I can't. I still shake. Like, I'm rubbing my eyeballs about it. Tobias Harris having a double double tonight, 12 rebounds and 11 points. That was something special, I guess. But listen, a win's a win, no doubt. And I'll take however slot we can get it. Um, but again, well, so did Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre had a double double. But how about this? Josh Hart though, Mitch, 43 minutes and only 9 points.
He was gone. He was like not even there because I was watching a game. I forgot who they were playing, but he had 19 rebounds that game. That's the game he had a triple double. And then you pull up and you do this. I guess his podcast with Jalen Brunson and they had Ben Stiller on it. I guess he's still like thinking about that.
Yeah, I guess they were trying to go out for a comedy movie, and boy, did they make one tonight. I mean, this was like Spaceman, not Spaceman, Space Jam, and where
Space
the
Jam, yeah.
aliens, yeah, where the aliens came in and sucked all the talent out of the decent players, and boy, it was pretty bad. So here goes a couple more comments came in. Mitch saying, Bruce is saying, Mitch, I feel we deserve credit for the Knicks with bad shooting. I felt we played great defense.
We
Uh,
did.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Cousin Steve says Bebo Paul is quicker than everyone in the paint against the New York Knicks. Sims slowed as bleep. Harstein slow as bleep. Yeah, yeah, and that's pretty bad when Bebo Paul's the fastest guy in the paint. Meanwhile, the Nets lose to the Grizzlies, Pistons, Hornets this week. Yeah, they get pounced by the Cavs. Yeah. What's with Cameron Payne shooting three stroking it? Is he hurt? Is it
This
ugly,
jump
dude?
shot is so ugly.
Dude, isn't it brutal? It's horrible.
It
This
really
like
is.
what is this? What is this? Like
Did you see his feet and how he shoots? He's like on an angle.
yes,
My
uh, d-
God.
yes. Joe Howe checking in. He goes great win. Thank you. Yep. Cousin Steve saying tonight we was organized crime bookies. Yeah, yeah, all the bookies, yeah, lost some bets. How about my man, Dives right in the group chat? They're gonna get smoked tonight. Everything. Don't always buy into the Vegas lines, my friend. Don't always buy into them. Cameron Payne shoots threes, pointer sideways. Yeah, he does. He does. He shoots like this. Like it's like video game worthy. Like I never saw that before. Very very hideous. Uh, let's get into some scores around the league, though. As I like to do that. I like to check in what's going on, all those fun things, because kind of keep in mind what's going on with the standings, scoreboards, and such. And now your Philadelphia 76ers are in that sixth seed, everyone. So, no, they're not at a play-in tournament, so they'll be able to be in a series a little bit. So that kind of makes things
We're
better
against
if
the
you're
Bucks right now. If the playoffs were to start right now, we'll be against the Bucks.
man, the matchup everybody wants. So if we could go around the league a little bit, let's go to the finals. The Bucks take care of the Clippers at in LA, 124, 117. Damian Lillard had 35 points tonight. So if he's on your fantasy team, he just went off for you tonight. The Pelicans just kind of a little bit feel themselves after coming in here and walloping the Sixers, winning 116 in Atlanta, 103. Of course, Zion going off with 27 points. And again, the Wizards going down to Miami, handling business, winning by a bucket. Kyle Kuzma winning with 32 points. The Pacers going down to Orlando and take care of business. Uh, Again, 111 to 97. TJ McConnell 17. What? Am I reading that right? What?
McConnell had 17.6 boards, 6 assists.
Jeez. All right. Yeah, it is definitely a weird Sunday. The Rockets go down to Sacramento, take care of business. 112 to 104. Van Fleet with 22 points. And of course, the Brooklyn Nets over the Cavs, 120, 101. Mikal Bridges, 25 points. And then, of course, the Thunder take care of the Grizzlies at home, 124 to 93. And of course, we know 76ers getting a lucky win out there. You call it lucky, I call it is what it is. And it might be good things to come. Guys, before we get out of here, let's, of course, get some a little bit more, and then we'll get into our players of the game. Now, of course, here, Cameron Payne's threes is not a shot. It's a series of shows. Yeah.
It's a brotherly shove. There you go. It's a
Yes.
brotherly shove. Boom.
Yeah. Yes. Villanova Knicks sucked tonight. Yeah, they did. The Villanova 2.0 from up north a little bit. Yeah, they definitely did suck. So, Mitch, let's get right into it. Let's go to player of the game. All right, guys. Player of the game, Mitch. I'll give you the layup. Who is your guy?
You know what? I'm not going to go with Oubre. I'm going with Buddy Hield. I mean, not Buddy Hield, Paul Reed. Give me Paul Reed on this one. I'm going to go with Paul Reed for those 2 clutch threes. Exactly what the Sixers team is needed from him. Just to shoot 2 threes, hopefully make them, become that stretch big that we need when Joel Embiid comes back. I love it because Nick Nurse is giving him the green light. If this was Doc Rivers last year, he would have been sat out for like the whole of the second half. All the second half, he would have been sat out. So Paul Reed is my player of the game. 13 points, 7 boards, 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, and 4 blocks. 4 blocks too.
4 blocks. Wow, for B-ball, Paul. Cousin Steve checking in. He goes, Toby's missing the teach and the 1 foul shot. I thought it was going to be but us. No, not at all. I thought Laura had a huge silencer with that 3 that saved the game. I take Lowry ball handling leadership late. Yeah, I know. You know what, Cousin Steve? Very good, solid selection. Very, very solid with a good game. Again, he came out a little bit clutch, but I can't shy away from Kelly Oubre. That's going to be my player of the game. The way Kelly Oubre just being a playmaker, finding guys on the perimeter, way to cut to the baskets, nice little elbow jumpers, dunking, you name it. He was doing it tonight. I got to go Kelly Oubre. So with that being said, let's see if Mitch's grade of the game is going to hold to an A.
Won't you give me sweetness and light for my restless mind? Please give me a way to escape this world gone astray. You could give me a little peace of mind in these troubled times.
All right, Mitch, what is your grade of the game?
It's definitely not. It's not an A. I'm gonna go with the B plus. I'm going with the B plus here. Just for a matter of fact, they were competing. There were hardwoods in it. There was hustling. There was bumping on the defensive side of the ball, being aggressive. They showed us that they want to win this game. They want to get out of the losing streak. So for that, a B plus for me.
I'm gonna go A Plus, that's right. I'm going to be blue and red sunglasses Sixers fan all the way because the fact that they held one of the best teams in the league under triple digits, the fact that they've won a game now without their two best players, the way they responded, the way Kelly Oubre kind of took over, the way, uh, like Steve said, with the Kyle Lowry leadership. You have all that going on. Beeble Paul stepping up tonight, and that's what they answered the bell up in New York in prime time. You have to give it to the 76ers, whether they won big or won little. The fact is, you beat one of your rivals, a team that's ahead of you in the standings, and now you kind of sabotage your season a little bit until one of those guys get back here, and maybe we get little Maxey in the rhythm starting on Tuesday. So all things are looking up for me for the 76ers. Bring on this gauntlet-like schedule so the Sixers can knock them down. That's right, you heard from me. So guys, one more. Guys, go on X right now. Give my man Mitch Koski a follow. And Mitch, what is your next project?
All right, guys. So you can see me tomorrow for my little Eagles podcast with Cool Cat Connor called Cool Cat Mitch at 3. And I am streaming a bet. What game is that? Oh, Spurs and Warriors tomorrow night at 8. So if you want more basketball that's not Sixers, I'm your guy, man. I just love watching basketball. So.
Okay, and with me, guys, I'm literally about to get switched over to All Across All Time right here in Edge Affiliate Sports. Break down all the Wings action from today. If you went down to the barn at the Wells Fargo Center, I am going to get ready to switch over now. So, guys, adios for me, Mitch. We'll catch you later on the flip side. We'll be back Tuesday. Sixers, Knicks. We'll see what happens, guys. For me, Mitch, guys, have a great night. Follow me, Pat Vermailer on X. See you guys. Have a good one. And we're out. Once I find that stupid video.